This here is a 1981 FXEF. They called it the Fat Bob Super Glide. That was Harley Davidson's term. This is a cross between a lowrider and an FXE Super Glide. Basically a Super Glide with Fat Bob tanks and attack and speedo between the tanks. Other than that, it's the same thing as a Super Glide. You got the aluminum colored motor, you got the mid-glide controls. These came generally with mag wheels. You can get optional spoke wheels, whereas the FXE always had the spokes. The mags were considered an upgrade at the time. This is an original paint bike. This is the very last year of your AMF. So if you look at it that way, this is the ultimate of the AMF Harley Davidson lineage in this particular model. 1981 saw an introduction of an 11-inch rear brake rotor with a nice aluminum caliper bracket, which did not break or wear out like the earlier versions, which were notoriously bad. Had the dual disc front brake. For their day, they stopped quite well. Came with the 1200 air cleaner on it. This one here is an 80 cubic inch, so technically this cover here, this little cover is wrong. I had to replace the air cleaner. So I need one of those that says 80, but this is an 80 cubic inch here, which I have. I didn't stick that on. The very last of your AMFs said AMF Harley Davidson on the oil cooler, which came stock. Not on the FXE, but on the lowrider and the FXEF in '81. So only the last couple of years had that. It's very, very correct. Yankee turn signals. Right handlebars. It's only got 11,000 miles on it. Right jack, right speedo, right gas caps, right petcock, right horn. This is correct here. That's the -79 sticker number. That's the right 80 little emblems there. So I have to replace the air cleaner emblem, I suppose. I've got one somewhere. That was my fault. I chose this air cleaner because it has the right top sticker and it's in good shape. I didn't catch the 1200. The air cleaner itself didn't come with the bike, so which is real common. People took them off the second they bought them. But we got the right Yankee turn signals. Still has the original rear tire on it. Now this bike here, it sat for most of its life. I got it from the guy's brother. The original owner had died, and I had to retitle it and get the title in my name. But it only has 11,000 miles on it. It's standard bore, and the valves stuck, and we did a top end and pistons, and it gets moist. When they sit, they need to be gone through. So we did a top end on the thing. It's real good now. All the systems are working. So they did not come with the chrome battery cover. This is a stock accessory that somebody bought after the fact, probably within his first couple of years of life, after Harley Davidson bought him back in late '81, remember. So he wouldn't have if you bought that cover in say '82 or '83, it wouldn't have AMF on it anymore. It said Harley Davidson. But these little stickers here on the front brake, even though it says Harley Davidson, that's the way they came. They didn't have an AMF Harley Davidson for the front brake. They were being bought back, and they never made those. It does have the Super Glide here on the front. This is, except for that little sticker on the air cleaner, which was my mistake, it is bone stock. It's just how it came on the showroom floor. So we'll fix that. But trying to find them in this shape, in this condition, is very, very difficult. They've all been chopped. They've all been used up. The rear muffler came out in 1980. That first exhaust pipe came out in 1977, a different muffler. And they made that muffler, that exhaust system, as an option that you could get all the way to '84. And for some reason, people saved those exhausts, not the later crossover exhaust, which came out in 1980 for the first time. Dual exhaust with a crossover in the center. So we got the mailman coming here. We're going to fire this bike up, test the systems, and run up and down the street. slowly. You got the idle up a little bit. That can be adjusted down if you want. So brakes are working. I had her build all the brakes. She sat for a long time, which is why she's prone